Hi, this is Simeon from Accrued Interest, and today I want to go over 3 reasons why nobody will catch Netflix in 2025 that have nothing to do with sports. Last week, Netflix was in the news when their stock hit an all-time high after Q4 subscriber numbers strongly beat analyst expectations. It's easy to attribute the success of this to live events in sports such as the Beyonce Bowl and hit new shows such as Squid Game Season 2, but I would argue that a core reason for Netflix outperformance is that they have multiples more new content than their competitors. Most news reports focus on ratings, which are the amount of people that watch a given set of programming. I want to talk about inventory. Inventory describes the amount of shows that are available to be watched on your service. I think Netflix is in the middle of a virtuous cycle where more new shows creates more programming hours that they're able to take away from competitors. Likewise, the competition has been moving in the opposite direction. They've been cutting back on shows on their services and thus limiting how many watch hours they can generate. I want to highlight some stats from the Luminate 2024 year-end TV and film report. I think Luminate did a good job just demonstrating the breadth of Netflix's show offering and how much larger it is than the competitor. For example, in 2020, Netflix produced 146 new US series. As you can see from this chart, that amounts to over 3x the amount of new shows produced by Hulu and Prime Video, more than the output of Apple TV, and almost 5x the output of Max. In 2025, Netflix is estimated to produce about 97 new US produced series. The gap is wider versus the competition. Netflix will produce more than 4x the output of Apple TV, almost 6x the output of Hulu, and almost 7x the output of Peacock. Number 2, legacy media and legacy cable networks in particular have been pulling back on the total number of shows produced ever since the 2017-2018 period known as peak television. What I would like to draw your attention to is not just the decrease in the number of series, but the decrease in total programming hours, which has been falling even faster than the number of series. In this chart here, I show that back in 2018, the average series accounted for about 10.5 hours of programming. In 2024, the average series generated about 7.8 hours of programming. That's 26% less hours of programming for each new series released. Number 3, most legacy media companies have no plans to reverse the accelerating trends that I've just described in 2025. Paramount, for example, is in the middle of a cost-cutting exercise, and they're also merging with Skydance Media. NBC Universal has signaled that they will be spinning out their basic cable networks. Warner Brothers Discovery is also doing some internal restructuring. Fox has been focusing on their free ad-supported streaming service known as Tubi in order to grow watchable programming hours. Disney has been getting out of the Hulu plus live TV business by merging and selling it to Fubo, and they've been telling their investor base that excess free cash flow is going to be spent on live events. Disney is going to be pouring money into expanding their lines of cruise ships, as well as putting more investment into their global theme parks. The bottom line is that you have to stay long Netflix. Even before they add sports programming, their breadth of new content is so much wider than the competition, they're still going to be stealing away market share. That is also why I feel that Google's YouTube is the only real competitor to Netflix, because its reliance on user-generated content allows them to keep growing programming hours and thus keep stealing share. As always, thank you for listening. You can check out my YouTube page where you'll find this and other videos, and stay tuned to Accrued Interest for more updates this Q4 earnings season.